get plugged in. Pom-pom or this bunny tail does anything. All right. All right, we got her. I'll run her, Jenna.
Do you want to do this, or do you want to just do top, or what's easier for you?
Oh, I can. If you want, do you want to run it? All right, we're just getting started here with the broadcast. Wildcats down a goal. Playing in Victoria today. It's a home rink of the CCHA Stormhawks. And tonight, Wolf comes in to help support. A 2-on-2 battle in the corner. Puck rung up the wall. That one goes to Rayfeld. Rayfeld shot. Sticked away by the goaltender for CCHA. Backhand attempt. Got blocked. Stormhawks looking to exit the zone. Amelia Spring steps up twice. Holds that one in the zone. Walks the blue line. Ships one deep. Has Jensen on the attack. Jensen collects a loose puck. Backhand to the slot. Intercepted. And the Stormhawks exit the zone. Good back check by Miller. DeWolf follows the play. Turns up ice at the red line. Jensen still on the attack. A mishandled by CCHA behind the net. Jensen's able to get to it. DeWolf with pressure. Good sequence for the Wildcats. They're able to change up their forwards and still pin the Stormhawks below their goal line. Chance for Senny. Shot. Sticked away. Stormhawks retreat behind their net. Look up ice. Pass caught Senny's skate. Bottoms on the back check. Rayfeld's going to be able to step in on the poke. Scrum in front of the Wildcat bench. Rayfeld plays the puck to the Wildcat corner. Brings that one around the wall to Alex Schuler. Held in by the Stormhawks. Bottoms gets pinned on the wall. Rayfeld picks up the puck. Cross ice breakout to Alex Schuler. Wildcats maybe getting a little tired here. Tail end of the shift. Pinned in their zone. Rayfeld clears. Spring plays one through the neutral zone. Wildcats get a couple players changed. That one's dumped. Referee says no ice. There was a touch-up. Nystrom picks up the puck behind the Waconia net. Starts up ice. Looking for a lane. She's going to backhand that one in. That was behind the red line, so we'll see what we get. No icing. They're letting them play. Stormhawks behind their net. Breakout attempt broken up by the Wildcats. Wildcats retreat to the neutral zone. Good play by Radford there, getting body position, preventing that player to sneak past her. Stormhawks on the neutral zone regroup. Toe drag. Poke check by Nystrom. Nice play by Schuler to play that one away from danger. Geringer able to force the attacker out over the blue line. Just taking a look at some of these jerseys on the CCHA players. I feel like some of these are Steel kids too, or they at least played for Minnesota Steel with a lot of the Waconia kids throughout summer hockey years. Nice play by Jensen. Thought she almost got in ahead of the blue line there. Hold that one in, but the offsides on Waconia. 10:47 remaining in the first period. Wildcats down a goal. 1-0 in favor of CCHA. Alexa Jensen on the forecheck. Miller comes in to pick up the puck, plays that one up on the wall. Cleared out of the zone by the Stormhawks. Rayfeld in a race. There's DeWolf stepping into support. Lucy Miller, nice play. Good breakout pass to Jensen. Jensen cross ice to DeWolf. She's going to stay on the attack. Miller got a stick on it. This puck's going to come to Spring. Spring finds the seam, driving wide. She can turn the corner here. Jensen going to the net. Shot high off the glass. Rebound's going to come out to the blue line. Sonny was able to keep it in. Puck played back in the zone by Nystrom. The rest of our forwards are coming onto the ice. Got Sonny staying on the attack. Here comes Alex Schuler. Drives wide, caught a little bit of a hook. Nobody home in the slot. Puck comes out of the zone. Wildcats have to regroup. Nystrom to Radford. Puck caught the referee's skate. Goes to Bottoms. Bottoms to Nystrom. Nystrom looks to go back to Bottoms. Stormhawks read it. Wildcats have to regroup. Stormhawks work behind the Waconia net. Wraparound attempt. Puck held on the post. Nice play by Rosine. Playing tight on the post. Centering a pass that caught a piece of Radford. A trio of Wildcats trying to win the puck. Held in by the Stormhawks. Radford puts the brakes on, creates a little bit of space. Nystrom may get a chance at a breakout pass. He caught Bottoms, and Sonny's going to clear the icing on the Wildcats. Some fresh legs on the ice. New set of forwards and defense. Ella Schuler, Avery Derringer, and Nora Puckner forwards with Reese Rayfeld and Amelia Spring at D. Off the draw, puck almost comes out of his own. Derringer picks it up and starts a rush. Spring plays the puck off the wall, try to get it behind the Stormhawk defense. Schuler caught a stick on that one. Rayfeld's going to pinch. Stormhawks exit the zone. Nice toe drag. Rayfeld gets the puck, chips up the wall to Derringer. Derringer plays that over the blue line and through the neutral zone. Puck hit a skate. Stormhawks still able to carry it into the Wildcat zone. That one came out. And offside. 7:43 remaining in the first. Miller on the draw with Jensen and DeWolf. Bradford plays that over the Waconia blue line into the neutral zone. Puck comes back to Radford, cross ice to Nystrom. Nystrom steps to the middle. Stormhawks driving wide. Pass to the D. And DeWolf. Have a play on this, goes for the stick lift. Lucy Miller retreats behind the Waconia net, pass to Jensen. Saskatchewan defensemen are pinching, so the Wildcats have to have their heads up on that first breakout pass. Just like that. Bradford has to get back and help cover the net. Nystrom, nice move off of the goal line. She starts a rush. Nystrom pushes wide on her forehand. Pass to the net front doesn't connect. Backhand does though, and puck's that loose in front of the goal crease. Saskatchewan goaltender covers. Miller wins the draw back to Spring. Spring shot steered away by the goaltender. Rayfeld goes to pin the puck on the wall. She's able to hold the zone. Puck comes back to her, and that one trickles over the blue line. Rayfeld to Spring. Spring plays it off the wall to DeWolf. Nice play off the wall. Taylor DeWolf. That's Senny coming in to help. They have to regroup in the neutral zone. Wildcat veers off to get a change. Rayfeld, a little trouble collecting the puck. Senny comes in to help. Bottoms turns up ice. This puck's going to come to Alex Schuler. Schuler is going to play that one up ice. It will be an icing. Face off in the Wildcat zone. Senni on the draw. Stormhawks work behind the Waconia net. Senni's going to push the attack to the outside. Centering pass picked up in the slot. CCHA go for the centering pass. Got broken up. Good stick handling by Reyes Svobodny. Remember, that was a Steel player. 27 in white. Senni wins the race to the puck. Locked up in a battle, gets a breakout pass to Bottoms. Bottoms crosses the Waconia blue line. Leaves at center ice, gains the blue line. Here come the Stormhawks, driving through the neutral zone with speed. Lose the puck. Spring's going to make a play on it. Played up the wall to Bottoms. Shot from the distance, pad save by Rosine. Rayfeld chips a puck around a white jersey. She's going to stay on the attack. That one cleared the blue line, going to be offsides on Waconia. Nora Puckner lining up to take the face-off. Reset by the refs. Wildcats regroup in the neutral zone. Rayfeld cross-ice pass to Ella Schuler. Top of the slot, shot high off the net. Rebound by Derringer. Hit traffic. Bouncing puck carried away by the Stormhawks. Stormhawks able to exit the zone. Good back check by Ella Schuler. Plays that off the wall to Derringer. Derringer, good stick handling. He has Puckner. Goes to the backhand. Chance for Puckner. No whistle. Keep going, ladies. Until that whistle goes, just keep on hammering at it. Wildcats down a goal. 1-0, 3:42 remaining in the first. It's the first time these teams have met this season?
Yeah, we play them again next week right away.
Okay. Should be a home and home. Usually works out that way. Shot by Nystrom. That one careened off a couple objects. Caught a piece of Jensen and got gobbled up by the CCHA goaltender. The weekends are all blending together. A lot of hockey. Nystrom able to hold the zone. Holds again. See if Jensen or Miller can get there. Good hustle closing down the gap. Jensen with the poke check. Puck just makes it over the blue line. Here comes the Wolf. Jensen chips deep into the Stormhawk zone. Has Miller on the attack. Stormhawks on a quick breakout. Wildcats have a strong back check today, though. Able to force a lot of turnovers between the red line and the blue line. Nystrom, puck protects. Short pass to the Wolf. The Wolf looking to gain the red line and dump. She does so. Senni, fresh legs on the ice. Is on the attack, has Bottoms with her. Senni caught a piece of that one. Bottoms comes in, picks up the loose change. Plays the puck to the corner to Senni. CCHA look up ice. Held in the zone by Alex Schuler. Schuler brings it back in. Stormhawks are pretty successful with that long breakout pass today. Chance for the Stormhawks, backhand to forehand, saved by Rosine. Rosine kept the pad on the ice. Shut that one down. Here we go. Alex Schuler on the attack. Be an offside. Should be a penalty for hitting the referee. If I was the referee, I know I'd be making that rule up. end of the day, they're people too, and catching a puck in the back of the knee hurts just as bad for them. Buckner ties up off the draw. Schuler picks up a loose puck. Short pass to Radford. Radford steps to the middle. Puck poke check. Radford picks up a loose puck. Changes the direction. It's a nice play. Nora Buckner on the forecheck. Has Derringer helping out. Derringer caught a piece of that one. Stormhawks still able to exit the zone. Nystrom behind the Waconia net. Puck comes back to Nystrom. Forehand to backhand move. Zolina able to exit the zone. That one came to Buckner. Got a tip by Schuler. Puck rung around the wall. Stormhawks. Exit zone. Here comes Buckner. Picks up a loose puck. Goes towards net. Players tied up. Buckner and Anderson for CCHA. An offensive zone face-off with 50 seconds remaining in the first. I feel like I looked up at the clock a couple minutes ago and there's like 5 minutes on there.
Yesterday, did you use the time on us the last
I heard that.
Left, and then all of a sudden I looked and it's like 5 minutes.
Rayfeld, gotta hustle.
Where am
Turns to the wall. I did notice that there was like, I thought there was like within a minute, and then all of a sudden there was like 4 minutes on the clock.
I was already fully paying attention, so then I just questioned myself.
Stormhawks threatening late in the first. Wildcats started that attack. There's plenty of time left on the clock for a goal here. 20 seconds remaining. Puck's played deep into the Wildcat zone. Rayfeld going to pick up the puck with 13 seconds left. Cuts middle. Bouncing puck collects. She's got 8 seconds. See what Rayfeld does. Driving wide on her backhand. Lowers her shoulder. Shot, rebound to Buckner. Got caught on Buckner's backhand, but yeah, it doesn't take long to score a goal. Wildcats almost got the equalizer there. And we'll get a minute break and we'll come back for the second period. All right, back for the second period. Puck drops. Miller on the draw. Wins it back to Radford. Radford off the wall in front of the Waconia bench. Stormhawks just quick on the transition, moving through the neutral zone. Wildcats standing up to meet them. Here comes Jensen. Cuts across ice. Has to play it through the feet of the CCHA defender. Miller comes back to collect the loose puck. Throws that one cross ice. Nystrom. Puck chipped in by Jensen. He's going to roll across the goal line, be icing against the Wildcats. Wildcat forwards will be Brenna Senni, Alex Schuler, Mia Bottoms with Reese Rayfeld and Amelia Spring at defense. Spring. Nice read off of the draw. Steps up, backhands that one across the blue line. Wildcats chase. Stormhawk defensemen, just some crafty skaters. Rayfeld plays an angle. Poke check forces the turnover. Senni steps in to support. Chance for the Stormhawks. Rayfeld came back across the net front. Disrupted that one. Here she comes. Rayfeld tries to chip around a defender. Stays on the attack. Puck held in the blue line. Shot by Bottoms. Rebound. Nobody home to collect. Senny's going to back check this one. Play by Schuler. Bradford steps out, plays that one off the wall to Senny. Alex Schuler driving wide in the offensive zone. Plays one off the back wall. Wildcats get a shift, gives a chance to the Stormhawks to break it out. Got an icing. Wildcats got a gift there. Going for a change. Stormhawks unable to connect on a clean breakout. It's going to be an icing. 12:54 remaining in the second period. Shots on goal in favor of the visitor Waconia. 9-4. Got to get that first goal to go. Buckner on the attack. Puck played up the wall to Nystrom. Nystrom shot blocks. Toe drag. Works to the high slot. Touch pass to Schuler. Schuler shot high over the net. Derringer's going to give chase. I could run it too if you got some. Go, got Radford in the corner. Puck comes out of the zone through the neutral zone. Nystrom able to find Derringer. Derringer slid it under the stick. Make a play to the net. Back check by Schuler. Schuler putting on a clinic. Here comes Derringer. Shot from the short angle. Puck's loose. Backhand attempt by Schuler. Derringer as well. Puck's still loose. Maybe hung off on the side of the net. Referee had a pretty good look. He was standing right over the top of the goal line. He wasn't blowing the whistle. Wildcats kept going, and it was a close one. Eventually one of those will go. Lucy Miller on the draw. The referee doesn't like what he's seeing. Over on the other side, asks the players to step back. Miller wins the draw back. Rayfeld and Spring, your defense. They're going to retreat back into Wildcat zone to play it. A little miscommunication there. Rayfeld comes out with the puck, cuts to the middle, plays the puck to Jensen. Jensen driving wide as Rayfeld and DeWolf trailers. Rayfeld just missed it. Miller follows the play. Puck held in the zone by Rayfeld. Chipped up and into the Waconia bench. Little bank shot off the net. That one
off of Nora's.
That caught Puckner in the ear. Tis but a flesh wound.
They have those ear guards.
Some of the pros don't have them.
I know, but they're pretty
Yeah, it's like
I didn't even know that was a thing that you could take off.
I couldn't imagine wearing a helmet and then getting smoked right in the ear because you don't have a pad there. Centering pass to Wolf. Wolf got tied up. Two players on her, still tied up. Puck rims around the wall to Nystrom. Nystrom shot, blocked. Jensen steered that one to Miller. Miller backhand from below the goal line. Be a little Kirill Kaprizov play it off the goalie. It's a smart play if the goaltender is off the post, right? Coach Nate Derringer, goaltender's off the post. You want to maybe chip it from behind the goal line, hit the goalie, and might do a bank shot.
It's always an option. I agree. You might want to practice it a time or two, but
there's a time for it.
Necessity is always the mother of invention.
Yeah.
So yeah, go for it.
Be creative. You never know what happens. Wildcats offsides. Neutral zone face-off with 10:39 left in the second.
Get their forehand without
The backhand to forehand move or vice versa was just enough to get the puck over the blue line. Stormhawks, nice clean passing, able to get the zone exit. Low shot, banks off the side wall. Rayfeld with the poke check. Puck comes to Schuler. Schuler headmans it to Rayfeld. It was a close play. Rayfeld tripped up at the blue line. Tried to get back across. Good zone exit for the Wildcats. Bottom opportunistic step into the play. Chips deep into the Stormhawk zone. Rayfeld loads up a shot. Shot's going to be steered, stick save. Kind of caught the goalie and under the arm, and it just hung up on the goal line. Stormhawks go cross ice on the breakout. Spring reads it, cuts middle, has her feet moving. Here comes Amelia Spring. Alex Schuler picks up a loose puck. Toe drag back to the middle, has Puckner, fresh legs on the ice. Puck poke checked away. Stormhawks strong on the back check. Wildcats getting some chances though. Spring's able to push that attack to the outside, looking for some helps. Past the middle of the ice. Attack broken up by Puckner. Spring's able to hold that one on the blue line. Nora Puckner chips that one deep into the roll into the Stormhawk zone. She stays on the attack. Schuler turns back at the red line. Right at the center ice dot. Picking pockets. Puckner dumps, Wildcats chase. Nystrom steps up the blue line. Chip one round maybe over a Stormhawk player. Bradford has to hurry back. Puck played ahead to Schuler. Schuler, nice backhand pass to Puckner. Puckner played that one towards the net. Has Derringer on the attack. Pass intercepted by Schuler. Goes to Miller's stick. Miller. Backhand to forehand. Shot blocked. Schuler picks up the puck on the goal line. Works behind the Shasta net. Reverses in the corner. Has DeWolf helping out. DeWolf tried to move to the middle. Stormhawks read it. Spring holds the puck at the blue line. Wolf got a poke check. Miller comes in to support. Stormhawks, like they need a change too. Second period, long change to get to that bench, especially for the defenseman. Puck tied up right in front of the Saskatchewan bench. Here come the Wildcats. Spring pinned on the wall. Jensen steps in to help. Jensen, left-handed shot. Couldn't pull the trigger. Miller battling for possession. Stormhawks able to get it. Rayfeld on the back check. Shot saved by Rosine. Rebound carried away by Jensen. Taylor DeWolf able to get that one across the blue line. Just that. And here come the Stormhawks again. Shot, glove saved by Rosine. Puck sits on the wall. Senny in a battle. Rayfeld retreats behind the Waconia net. Pass off the wall to DeWolf. DeWolf clears the blue line. Stormhawks with a 2-on-1. Blocker saved by Rosine. That one steered up into the net. Wildcats get a reprieve. .6:31 remaining in the second period. Blue lines on the ice. We got Senny, Schuler, Alex Schuler, and Mia Bottoms at forward. Zolina Nystrom and Kira Radford at D. Face-off almost came out of the zone, held in by the Stormhawks. Pitch and catch down the wall. Senny backhand up the wall to Schuler, couldn't connect. Puck goes behind the Waconia net. Nystrom's boxing out. Senny stepping in support. Players are lining up. Shot, loose puck. Came to a Saskatchewan player. Right in the slot. Shot, went glove high. Yep. Puckner on the attack. Forces a pass. And that allows Radford to pick up the puck. Radford, pass to Schuler. Ella Schuler goes cross ice to Derringer. Derringer in pursuit. Stormhawks able to transition. Cross ice pass picked off by Nystrom. Nystrom pass to Derringer. Here come the Wildcats with numbers. 3-on-1 opportunity. Laura Puckner has an open lane. Shot. Blocker save. Rebound by Derringer. Wide of the net. Chance for Nystrom. Nystrom. See what the call is. If the net went off or what, but net did go off.
I was like, at first he wasn't moving it, so I was like, was it on?
Yeah, net was really. Yeah, net was really off. Chance for Nystrom though. Clears across the blue line. Rayfeld picks it up. She's going to drive wide. Starts a rush. Cuts middle. Rayfeld. Puck shoveled in on the goaltender. Got a whack on it. Lucy Miller on the draw. The centers tie up. Miller able to win it over to Jensen. Jensen shot from the net, just took a Chaska-Chan player right off the feet. Nystrom, one-timer shot. Hit the goalie right at the CC logo. Able to get a stoppage. 4:09 left in the second. We have some of the U12B2 players that are here supporting the U12As. U12B2s, they played right before the 12As on the same sheet. Played to a 0-0 tie. Shots on goal heavily in favor of Waconia in that game, though. It was like 30 or 40 something to 13. Yeah, it wasn't much. Stormhawks play it into the neutral zone. Nystrom can collect. Puck poke checked away. See what Rosine does. Oh my goodness. To the back check. Stick lift by Radford. Saved the goal. We got to use that one. Puck held in by Chaska-Chan. Puck rolls into the Waconia corner. Miller and Radford tying up. Chaska-Chan with the puck, stepping off the goal line. Cycle the puck low to high. Miller pinned the player on the wall. Puck is going to roll to the opposite corner. Nystrom picks it up and turns up ice. Nystrom driving wide on her backhand side. Players got tangled up. Jensen stepping in to support. Jensen and Nystrom, they're going to peel off. Gives the Stormhawks a lane to move up ice. Senny covering D. We have Amelia Spring stepping onto the ice, centering pass picked off by Rayfeld. Rayfeld tied up below the goal line. Senny stepped in to help. Puck's going to come to Rayfeld. Rayfeld to Schuler. Schuler chips ahead. Rayfeld staying on the attack, driving wide. Tripped up. Going to be a penalty against the Stormhawks. They touch up. Smart play by Reese Rayfeld, jumping up into play. The Chaska-Chan defender, she maybe lost her footing, and Rayfeld saw it. She kept going, and Chaska-Chan defender had to play the body, got a little bit too much, and the Wildcats are going to go on the power play with 2:28 left in the second period. Senny Bottoms and Alex Schuler will be your forwards from the Waconia power play. Amelia Spring and Reese Rayfeld staying on the ice at D. Clean breakout for the Stormhawks. Rayfeld holds it at the blue line. Puck played back to the defenders for the Stormhawks. Game pass to the neutral zone. Wildcats playing a little soft. Rayfeld. This pass to Senny. Then he pushes that one over the blue line. Stormhawks playing a little bit of catch here. Puck's going to skip over Spring stick. She'll retreat down below the Wildcat goal line. Spring turns up ice. Spring moving through the neutral zone of speed. Driving on her forehand. Puck poke checked away. Buckner looks up the wall. That one will come to Nystrom. Nystrom pinned the puck on the wall. Cross ice to Derringer. That one was picked off by the defender for the Stormhawks. They moved through the neutral zone and chipped deep. 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Wildcats weren't able to get a whole lot going. Team's even strength. Nystrom picks up a loose puck in the neutral zone. Wildcats stay inside, shot wide of the net. Puck's held in the zone by Bradford. Wolf and Puckner trying to push the defense for the Stormhawks back into their zone, but they're just quick on the transition and pretty successful on their breakouts. Whether it's in their zone or through the neutral zone, this is a team that moves the puck well. Wildcats definitely getting their chances though. Doubling shots on goal, 16-8 in favor of Waconia. Here comes Taylor DeWolf. Puckner on the attack. Stormhawks. Offsides. 6 seconds remaining in the second period. I didn't realize how quick it was running down. Miller lines up to take the face-off. Brings it back to Spring. Spring's going to play that up the wall. And that'll do it for the end of the second period. I'd say we'd come back for a resurface. Teams are tearing up the ice pretty good. At this level, I mean, 12As, they're cooking pretty good. It feels like if it was definitely a varsity game or high school game, then we would be resurfacing. So we'll take a short minute break and we'll be back for the third. Wildcats ready to hit the go button. Rosine's ready. Back at her net. The Miller line staying on the ice. Jensen, DeWolf at her wings. Rayfeld and Spring, your defenseman. Jensen on the back check. Lifts the stick. She's going to pick up the loose puck. Pass to the point. Came in. Came across the blue line. I don't know. I'm right on the blue line. He was there too. We'll take the call though. He was watching close. Just win by Miller. Spring retrieves. Pass to the Wolf. That on the wall. Rayfeld. Cuts middle. Breakout pass to Jensen. Jensen. Chips around a defender. Jensen gives chase. That one will have enough to get across the goal line. Be icing on the Wildcats. A wholesale change. Senny Schuler, Alex Schuler, and Mia Bottoms forwards with Bradford and Nystrom defense. Really smart play by Sunny to pull that one out of the air. Puck protect. Stormhawks able to force a turnover. Centering pass. And caught Schuler's stick. Schuler turns up ice. Wildcats are out of the zone. Senny driving wide. Breakout pass read by the Wildcats. Puck held in the zone momentarily. Stormhawks cross the red line. Fans are yelling for a penalty. No call on the play though. We'll take it. Referees say play on. Nice one. Reverses back behind Waconia net. It's had options on ice. Short pass to Alex Schuler. Schuler chips that one ahead, and she's going to catch up to it. Pass in the middle of the ice. She has bottoms. Puck played up the wall by CCHA. Pulled in by Puckner. Derringer's fresh on the ice. He's on the attack. Puck's played to the opposite side. Spring steps up at the blue line. Puckner and Spring. Combined forces able to win the puck deep into the zone. The Wildcats just trying to get some sustained time here. Shot by Rayfeld. Hard low shot. CCHA goalie had a clear look at it though, and she was able to get the freeze. Let's see Waconia get to the net, get a tip on one of those. Tie this game up, or actually they got a deficit. Wildcats are down a couple goals. 12:43 remaining in the third though, a whole lot of hockey to play. Cross ice pass for CCHA, hits the mark. Drive into the Waconia zone. Spring answers the call. Wins the battle for the body. Schuler tried to spring. Look at Spring coming through. Shot. Wide of the net. Good pressure though. You're down a couple goals. Those are the ones you need to convert. Good chances to take. CCHA shot. This is the net. Rayfeld starts up ice. Cross ice pass to Ella Schuler. Schuler crosses the red line. Shouldered off the puck. She has the Wolf stepping in to help. Loose puck's going to come to Rayfeld. Rayfeld calms down a puck. Bouncing puck. Steered away. Comes to the blue line. Nystrom takes a slap shot. And that one is air-mailed over the glass. Should be. Yep, referees are setting up for an offensive zone face-off for the Wildcats. Yes, Miller's been pretty successful on draws tonight. Got Nystrom right behind her. Left-handed shot. She gets it back to Nystrom. See her pull the trigger. Jensen pursues the puck. Loose puck comes to the Wolf. They go backhand to forehand. Poke check by Nystrom. Bradford plays the puck over to the Waconia blue line. It's back in. Going to be an offsides. Miller won that one. Nystrom. Here comes Nystrom. Moves through the middle of the ice. Moves through a backhand. Puck protect. She's going to backhand that one below the goal line to Nystrom. Nystrom got tangled up. Jensen was there though to help. Jensen facing a 2-on-1. Here comes Miller to help. Wildcats all over the forecheck. Wolf working now. Who's Jensen? Miller's turn to work in the corner. Puck played up the wall. See what Bradford does. She holds his own. Puck comes right back across the blue line. Taylor DeWolf picks it up. DeWolf moving on her, blows up a shot. Pad save, nobody home for the rebound. Played to safety by the Stormhawks. Puck's going to flutter across the goal line. Rayfeld, toe drag to the corner. Plays the puck up the wall. That one got caught in the referee's skates. Bottom's got a stick on that. Puck's played to the defense. See what happens. It looks like Wildcats are going to go on the penalty kill. Be a cross-checking penalty. Wildcats will go shorthanded. Let's see who they get. Senny heading to the box. Penalty killers for Waconia. See who we get on ice. We'll have Ella Schuler and Nora Pooker. Rayfeld and Spring will stay on ice as the defenseman. See the Wildcats get a shorthanded goal here. Stormhawks centering pass connects. Pad saved by Rosine. Spring carries the puck out of the slot. Stick handles through the neutral zone. Stormhawks force a turnover. Rayfeld has a couple forecheckers on her. She's going to ring that one around the wall. Schuler picks up a mishandle. Pass to Cookner. Cookner has a one-on-one. Played by the defenseman for the Stormhawks. The Wildcats can score on the penalty kill. They have done it. Here comes Rayfeld behind the Waconia net. Rayfeld starts up ice. Cuts across ice. Here comes Rayfeld driving wide. Met at the blue line. If anything, killing some time off his power play. 40 seconds remaining on the CCHA power play. Pass through the neutral zone connects. Rayfeld on the back check. Shot blocked by Rayfeld. Shot from a distance, that one's wide of the net. Rayfeld and Schuler switched up, forwards and D. Pass behind the Waconia net. Pass at the goal line. Rosine, cover in the lower half of the net, has that pad just glued to the ice. Gets a stoppage for Waconia. Good kill so far. 11 seconds remaining on the power play. Shot's going to be wide of the net. That one will green up the sidewall. Played back low by the Stormhawks. Radford tying up behind the Waconia net. Pass across the net front, doesn't connect. Wolf able to clear the zone. Jensen has some ice in front of her. Jensen has the Jets. Shot, save. No rebound, play. Holy smokes, I think her feet, I couldn't even see them moving. They were moving so fast. Yeah, when Alexa kicks it into high gear, it is literally like the Tasmanian Devil. Great scoring chance for Waconia. Keep building on these. 7:44 remaining in regulation. Icing on the Stormhawks. Drops. Miller wins back to Spring. Spring, a low shot. It's wide of the net. Rayfeld's going to chip that one deep in the zone. Puck comes to Miller. Miller backhand pass to DeWolf. Shot wide of the net. DeWolf has some space. She picks it up in the corner. Cycles high to Spring. Spring couldn't pull the trigger. Puck comes to DeWolf. Low shot. Rebounds loose. Miller had a crack at it. Jensen pass to the middle. Intercepted by the Stormhawks. Little tic-tac-toe and they're out of the zone. Stormhawks chip. Rayfeld will pick up a loose puck. Overskates it. Picked up by CCHA. Centering pass. Shot. Going to be high off the glass. Hits the runner and carries all the way up to the blue line. Miller leaves one for Rayfeld. Rayfeld pass. Jensen skates. Jensen hops it. Puck comes out of the zone. Miller clears that one, and it will be icing on Waconia. Right time to get a change. 6:35 remaining. Down by a couple goals. Nice to get one before we have to pull a goalie. Get inside the 3-minute mark, and we're still down by a couple goals. You see Rosine leaving the net. Wildcats going for the extra attacker. Shot wide of the net. Wraparound attempt is met by Nystrom. Nystrom plays the puck off the back wall. Moves up ice. Poke check at the blue line. Stormhawks on the attack. Nystrom was the one that carried the puck up there, and she was the one to win the race back. Forces the turnover. Puck comes to Bottoms. Bottoms plays one off the wall. Here's the Waconia zone. Bradford, nice toe drag that makes the space. Bradford chips into the Stormhawk end. Stays in the play. Backhand pass to Senny. Senny tied up. Stormhawks, 3-on-2 opportunity. Driving wide, cutting across traffic. Shot. Nice shot. Glove high from a short angle. Reyes Vobodny for the CCHA Stormhawks. Great shot. That kid got tall. That kid got tall. I remember her skating with Lucy and Reese and Rhea. Former Minnesota Steel player, one of the WHA sponsors. Thank Minnesota Steel. All their hard work put in during the off-season with our Waconia players. Wildcats down 3 goals. 5:27 left in the third period. Stormhawks again on the attack. Puck chipped around to Rayfeld. Catches up to it. Spring clears the puck away from danger. Derringer has the puck on the wall. Rayfeld chips off the wall, and that one clears his own. Stormhawks on the regroup. Cross ice pass read by Rayfeld. Poke check. Rayfeld's going to step up again. Got a stick on that one. Puck is going to go to Schuler. Nice play by DeWolf. Force a turnover. Spring picks up the loose puck. Chip off the wall. Still held in by the Stormhawks. Shot. Pad save by Rosine. Cut to the net. Pad save. Rosine locking down the pad. Going to go behind the net. Rayfeld backhand pass in the vicinity of Schuler. Fan on the shot. Wildcats feeding the CCHA defenseman. Chance from down low. Good tie up by DeWolf. Rayfeld's clearing attempt is successful. Here comes DeWolf. She's got the speed. She's going to get to it first, see what she can do. Good pass in that front. Buchner was coming. Pass picked off by Bradford. Bradford left it for Jensen. 3:35 remaining in the third period. Stepped up by Kira Radford. She's able to gain the red line and clear the zone, or dump into the zone. Jensen on her backhand look for Miller. Clearing attempt held in by Radford. Radford. What we got here? Might have a power play for the Wildcats. 3:13 remaining. I think if you just get a goal each minute remaining in regulation, we'll tie this thing up. Stormhawk penalty killers on the ice. Miller 1-1 back to Nystrom, just beyond her reach. Puck rolls into the neutral zone. Nystrom goes to Radford. Radford up the wall. That one will be kicked back into the zone by Jensen to Nystrom. Nystrom. Toe drag to the middle. Loose puck to Miller. Snapshot in traffic. Goes to the corner. Jensen centering pass to DeWolf and Miller. Stormhawks crafty with the puck. Exit the zone. Chance for Svobodny. Puck is going to come to Rayfeld. Rayfeld moves up ice with speed. Has Bottoms with her. Rayfeld tries to go through the feed. That one's going to roll onto the goaltender. 42 seconds remaining and on the power play. Looks like Rosine's going to stay on the bench for Waconia. They'll go with 6 attackers. 2:24 remaining in regulation. Wildcats gain possession off the draw. Senny steps to the middle. Shot. Glove save. We got the most interesting football game going on behind us here in the arena. 3 of the younger brothers playing football with a shoe. Senny plays it to Miller. Miller turns, centering pass. Going to go to Rayfeld. One-timer shot. Fluttering puck. Save. Rebound loose. That one is in the net. Senny with the goal. Puck played back to Rayfeld, and she took the one-timer. Almost a knuckleball. Goalie made the initial save. Rebound hammered home. Wildcats will get a power play goal. Rosine will head back in net for the face-off. Rest assured, if the Wildcats... I think Brenna got it. The Wildcats cross the red line. Look for Rosine to head to the bench again. Wildcats will get that extra attacker. Shot steered away, a rebound. Rayfeld ties up. At the wrong time to take a penalty. Rayfeld will go to the box. The Wildcats will finish this one with 4 on the penalty kill. Minute 52 remaining in regulation. Wolf and Jensen, your forwards for the penalty kill. Radford and Nystrom. Nice move with the blue line. Just got to play the body. Cut to the middle, backhand, shot, saved, and rebound gets put in. The Wildcats down 4-1 to CCHA. Shots on goal in favor of the Wildcats, 24-17. Just a game where the Wildcats couldn't get the goals, the pucks to get in the back of the net. Even strength hockey with minute 40 remaining. Puck rolls back to Nystrom. Nice face-off win by Puckman. Pass picked up by Nystrom. Nystrom starts up ice. Loads up a shot. Caught a skate, and that one will hit the netting. Yeah, the lines moved around a little bit. We have Cook here with Jensen and DeWolf. One-timer by Spring. Wraparound attempt by Jensen. Go wide of the net. Spring holds that one in the zone. Momentarily, DeWolf on the back check. DeWolf's going to get there. Centering pass wide. Here comes Jensen. 12 can move with the puck, but don't want number 18 breathing down her neck. Minute remaining in regulation. Rayfeld cross-ice pass to Jensen. Jensen musters up the strength to carry it across the blue line. Stormhawks on the transition. Pass, connect, shot. Rosine, beautiful save. Caught that one off the shoulder. Puck bounced high. Wildcats able to keep possession. Derringer fighting through a stick check. Puck comes to Alex Schuler. Bounces and comes out of the zone. Schuler cuts back. Looking for Derringer. Bradford steps up. Nice play at the blue line. Miller on the back check. About to do it for the game. Waconia fall to the Saskatchewan Stormhawks 4-1. Want to play this team again. I'm glad we play them right away. And the Wildcats won the shots on goal 24-18. They were leading by quite a wide margin for most of the game. Well, it's an opponent that Wildcats play them again. It's going to be one they can win. So thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great Sunday.